Let's go, Wilder!
Right.
Wilder! Let's go! Wow. Okay, all right, we're live. Let me wait for a couple people to pop in. Let's get the chat on and popping. 1 second. Let me Oh, look at Stacy trying to call. Stacy, where you at?
I don't know what. It's like it won't let me get on here. It's like every time I push it, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna text you this other number and see if it goes through there. I don't know what the hell. It's like
Okay.
Okay. Showing me the application and all these messages.
Okay. All right. No, that's cool. Just show me something else to send it to, and I'll send it to you. Okay. Cool. All right, let's rock and roll. Let's do it. Wow. What a fight. What an ending. Listen, Rahman, what did I tell you? What did I tell you before the fight? What was my prediction before the fight?
Wait, I can't hear you now.
Oh, you can't hear me? Okay. All right. You good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, my bad. I had to mute because I was talking to. I got a phone call in, so I was trying to figure something out. No, I was just saying. Wow, what a fight! What a fight! Prior to the fight, what I tell you, my prediction was.
You said a draw, man. I got to give it to you.
I said
you
a draw.
Right on the money.
I said a draw.
You called it right on the money.
Okay.
And I gotta add that I listen to a lot of people on the internet in the boxing world. And nobody was predicting a draw. Nobody said a draw. Nobody.
What up, Percy?
What's up, man?
What up, Percy?
What's up, Big John?
What's up? What's good?
Yo, what? Hold on. Rahman, you let everybody know.
I'm here.
I called it a draw. What did I tell you even prior to? I said Tyson Fury is going to survive how many knockdowns?
I don't remember that part.
Look at him. I called it to a T.
You're feeling yourself a little bit too much now.
I called it to a T. Tyson Fury going to survive 2
knockdowns,
and he did, and it went the distance.
Okay.
But regardless of my prediction, did you guys think it was a legit draw? Let's just go down the line. Percy.
No, I definitely didn't have it a draw.
Wow.
I could see it's 4 rounds. 2 knockdowns is 4 rounds. So I can understand it. I just didn't have it that way.
Wow. Rock?
I can see why people think it's a robbery, but I find it hard to give a guy the championship belt when he's been knocked down twice. So I can't really argue with the draw.
Wow. V?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna steal a little bit of everybody's thunder on that one. Be honest, man. I side with Rock on that a little bit. I think it's hard to definitively or unequivocally call a guy champion after he hit the mat twice. But to support what Percy was saying, man, I think that when you look at the way that the fight went down, I don't see how you give it to Wilder. Although looking at my card, there were 3 rounds and one other one I can put an asterisk by that were hard to score. So if the judge ended up leaning Wilder for whatever reason in those rounds, then it puts us exactly where we are. So it's I don't know, man. I personally I don't know that I call it a draw, but I can see how it landed there, I guess.
You know what? Even though
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Even though it was controversial and people are going to complain, it was still a great.
But my stream just went dead. Okay, I think it's back up and running. I think we're good. The stream just went dead for a second. Yeah, no, I just had to make sure everything was running okay. No, but anyway, I was saying right before Deontay Wilder got that knockdown in the 12th round, I was saying he's going to need to get a knockout to win this fight, and damn it, he flattened Tyson Fury. He laid him out.
I can show you in my notes where I put the same thing going into the 12th. And I looked down for 1 second to jot some notes down, and sure enough, I look up and Tyson is getting knocked the hell down. I didn't see how he even got up from that one though. That was a hell of a knockdown, man.
I'm shocked that he got. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm shocked. I mean, that's the kind of guy Tyson Fury is. I mean, he's overcome a lot of obstacles. So, I mean, he landed. I mean, forget about the right hand he landed. He landed a left hook from hell that I thought that was it. I thought that was it.
Yeah.
Dude,
but
I was shocked. He looked dead on the canvas, man. I can't believe he got back up. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
And then he scored some good punches after that knockdown in the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
He hurt Wilder after that knockdown.
He caught him
Wilder. Pretty much kept Wilder off of him.
Yeah, he caught him with a right and then a left hook, and that pretty much that was the end of the fight right there. I mean, I think Wilder just kind of went into retreat mode and was content with the knockdown that he got. Are any of you guys surprised at the way the fight played out?
I am.
I was going to say real quickly. I think everyone's sentiment going in, the overwhelming sentiment, consensus rather, was that the longer it went, the more it favored Tyson. If there was an early stoppage, you knew it was going to be Wilder. After we got past the 6th, 7th round, I knew that Tyson was racking up the points and that he was doing well and that he'd probably eke out the win. But as we know, it didn't happen that way. So,
Percy?
A little bit. I actually thought Wilder would let his hands go more. I think something that's starting to show his head a little bit is I think the notion that Wilder struggled with tall guys, I think that's real. I mean, if you look at the fight with Gerald Washington, who's 6'7", I believe, the fight with Duapai, who's 6'5", and now Tyson Fury, who's 6'9". Deontay Wilder likes to take like a little half a step back, and against shorter guys, that gets him out of trouble, and he does it well. But against these taller guys, it doesn't all the way get him out of trouble. And that's why you saw Tyson catching him at the end of a lot of those shots. So I think, we might have blew it off before, like, oh, Washington just had a good night. I think Wilder may be a guy that struggled with guys his size in terms of height. And Wilder looked a little bit overtrained to me.
Yeah, he did.
He
did make the comment that he's been ready for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, he definitely looked overtrained. The 212 and a half, when he came in, I think that same weight for Luis Ortiz is because he said he had been sick. So, now if you're still 212 and a half and you haven't been sick, he just looked overtrained to me.
What were you saying,
And my
Rob?
question to you guys is the jig up on that 1-2, that kind of like lean away jab, and then when he comes in with that straight right hand, is that not going to work from here on out?
I mean, it'll work, but
if you look, that's actually what he landed. I think in that first exchange that he knocked him down. So
yeah,
I don't think it's up.
I think it works. I think he should have been straightening out the right hand. He was kind of looping it early, and Tyson Fury got like a little slick little move he does where Wilder probably should have been aiming it more towards the neck, chest area, and he kept headshotting it, and he was slipping it. So no, I think he's still good with that.
Yeah. Well, I can't lie. I'm not gonna say I was shocked. The fight went exactly like I thought it was gonna go. I actually thought that Deontay Wilder needed to knock him out, even going into the fight. I mean, if you talk to everybody that was picking Deontay Wilder, everybody pretty much said I'm picking him by knockout. And usually when a fighter needs to win by knockout, usually we call those we say the guy has a puncher's chance, and usually you don't favor that guy. But the only question about Tyson Fury was, the layoff. Like, is he really back? And I think that's what a lot of people were wondering, and I think he proved that. Tyson. Listen, I thought it was a great performance by Tyson Fury. I did not think it was a draw, but to be fair, I actually didn't score it round by round. So I need to go back, watch the fight again, score it round by round. But I just watching the fight, I kind of did a round by round in my head, and I was kind of saying, yeah, that was a Fury round. Yeah, that was a Wilder round. And there were a lot more Fury rounds than Wilder rounds. But again, Wilder got the 2 knockdowns, and that could have evened it up. So I'm not 100% sure it was a robbery, but I felt like it was a robbery. I definitely felt like Tyson Fury won the fight, deserved to get the victory. And, Deontay Wilder was very lucky to walk out there with a draw. But at the end of the day, it's kind of a good thing for both of them because they both get to do it again. They'll both make a lot of money. Both of them are talking about rematch. So I'm cool with that. I'll watch them fight again.
Hey, let me ask the question though. Do you guys think the rematch happens immediately? Like, do you think they fight each other next?
Yeah, I don't see them fighting anybody else. I don't see an in between fight for sure.
Yeah.
Okay? So the reason that I'm asking you guys don't think that there's any way, because remember, as far as I know, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but the rematch clause was instated specifically if Wilder lost. Well, it was a draw. So now they have to go back to the drawing board, renegotiate. Do you not think that Eddie Hearns jumps in and maybe considers that fight for Joshua in that spring Wembley?
No.
I mean,
would like to see Wilder have an in-between fight just because he's coming off 2 hard fights, one with Ortiz and one with Fury. I would like to see him, take a break, go back to the drawing board, add something to his repertoire, and come back.
He need a little. You want him to get a little practice. You want him to get a little practice in before he goes back in there with Fury.
Practice. Maybe add another punch to that. To his caliber. I don't know.
He 40 plus fights in, bro. He started at 24. That ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. Listen, Rock. I keep laughing because I know you've got to be stunned. I know our conversation prior to the fight. You were expecting Wilder to win big, and he did not. He did not at all. He was fortunate. I'm not gonna say he was Adrian Broner versus Jesse Vargas fortunate to get the draw. Only again because I didn't actually score it with pen and paper. But my gut feeling was that Tyson Fury was definitely jobbed in this one. And it's kind of sad because it was a really great comeback story. You know what I mean? I was expecting him to have one hell of a post-fight speech ready, maybe grab the mic, call his wife in, do some singing to her and everything. I mean, that was a hell of a performance from a guy who a lot of people were saying was going to get knocked out. A lot of people were saying it was going to be early, 4 rounds, 6 rounds, maybe even 8, but I don't think anyone
I never saw that.
No?
I never saw that. No, I never saw it. Look, honestly, I've said for a while now, a couple of years actually, if healthy and conditioned, Tyson Fury is probably the last man standing when we look at the heavyweights there today. He's not an easy guy to hit. He's tough as hell. He proved that again tonight. But although he's not a knockout puncher, he actually cracks pretty good when he lands certain shots.
Man,
so
real good when he's
you know what I mean. So
real good.
yeah. So I think honestly, I think he has a fast track. Honestly, I think he beats Joshua. I don't care what anyone says. I felt that for a while, and looking at what he did tonight, Joshua's a different puzzle to solve. But I personally think he gives Joshua pure hell. If for no other reason, mid-round conditioning. He's not. I mean, the guy's a muffin top. He got shit hanging over his belt line. But I tell you what, late in the fight, he's still there giving and taking. So, I think he beats Joshua. I really do.
Tyson Fury showed he's a true fighter. And he's a lot more intelligent than I think a lot of people give him credit for. He's an intelligent fighter in there. He got a lot of dog in him, and he's just a fighter. He made a statement during the whole build up to the Wilder fight, and he said, "I'm a fighter." He chose boxing because basketball and football rejected him. He kind of showed signs of he's just a fighter, and sometimes that's all it takes. You don't have to be a one-punch knockout guy. You don't have to be. You just got to be that guy that continuously gets up, and he seems to be that guy. And just touching on feeling weird about giving a guy the title that got up. I think you don't score one big fight. If you scored it, individual 3-minute rounds, Fury won more than he didn't. And I think that's how you have to score it. If you score in one big fight, then you look at it like, well, Wilder did knock him down twice, but unfortunately, it's just not how you score it. I think Fury showed a lot tonight. And I actually think Wilder showed a lot. Wilder was hurt. Not as bad as Fury, but he was shook up in the 12th round.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you?
Hey, I tell you what,
I
I thought Wilder was actually stunned earlier in the fight.
I was
I
about
gotta
to
look
say
at my
that.
notes.
He was.
I was
Couple
about
times.
to
He
say
was.
that. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What rounds do you guys give Wilder? I mean, of course you give him the rounds that he had the 8-10 round or whatever, but what other rounds do you? Because I gave him the first round, and I gave him one of those rounds before the first knockdown. And if you give him the 8-10 rounds, I mean that's pretty much even.
Well, I think the problem with, and I said this when they first announced the fight, Fury's never going to blow you away with what he's doing in the ring. He's good at it, but it's not going to blow you away. So they have those rounds where if Wilder took, 3 or 4 wild swings, you could possibly give him that round because although Fury is effective, it's nothing that's going to jump off the screen to you. So I think, it's a lot of those rounds to where, you're right, Rockman. There's probably some people that was like, Wilder, he was throwing bigger bombs.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think that's, the rounds that could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Go ahead.
To answer your question, Ben, about is Tyson Fury being back, I don't think we can make that decision now because he never had a problem inside the ring. Whether or not he's back is going to be, how he does outside the ring in between fights.
What? What's up, Stacy? What? Are you kidding me? Oh, boo.
His problem was outside the ring.
Boo.
Not inside the ring.
I don't even want to hear you talking about Tyson Fury, Rockman. You said there are levels. You told me there are levels to this, and Tyson Fury ain't on that level. You crazy. No, I don't even want to hear it. Tyson Fury is back, and I can't wait for the next fight. What do you think happens in the rematch? I think Tyson Fury wins the rematch.
Now, if Tyson Fury failed his drug test, Rockman on to something.
Stacy, Mr. Mayweather, Stacy Mayweather. Let me ask you real quick. What did you think? Because I know I talked to you before the fight too, and you bet money, didn't you?
See, this was funny. You go to my Instagram, Stacy Mayweather. It's August 6th. I got my money on a Gypsy King. I never get caught up with this. We all discussed this that we had picked him. As the fight got closer, I ain't gonna lie, man. Dude got talking about 400 years of slavery, man. And I said, fuck it, somebody get knocked out, man. And that's what happened. He sold it. He Adrian Bronered me, man. He made me believe it was what it wasn't.
Oh, he brought up 400 years. We're going to have to talk about that interview that went viral. If we, a little later, maybe a little later, but I want to hear everybody's opinion on that interview. I heard yours already, Ben.
Yeah, I don't know.
I bet, man.
It's dead
on the under, man, and I lost.
Were you, Stacy? Were you surprised about the outcome? Were you surprised by the performance? I know styles make fights. Were you surprised at what you saw?
Actually, no. I said there's no way he could win without knocking him out. And I guess it was a way he could get a draw without knocking him out. But I'm going to be honest. I had it 8-4, man.
8-4 Fury.
Now, I didn't see that man win a round besides when he knocked him down.
Floyd had it 5-0 after the first 5 rounds.
Floyd had it correctly.
Wow. Wow.
He didn't win a round, man. I mean, what I think happened to him was, like I said when we talked at first, them damn feet, that movement, them feints and everything he did, man. I ain't gonna lie, he fought a magnificent fight, man. And I'm happy that even though he had his draw, I'm glad that he's still victorious at this point because that was his mission. But
wow.
And Deontay Wilder know he lost too, man. You ever seen Deontay Wilder hug somebody like that, man? That was the same hug Mike Tyson gave Lennox Lewis after he told him he was gonna eat his kids that didn't exist. Same one, man. It was a humbleness in that swollen eye of his, man.
Right.
Do you guys think the rematch
400 years stuff don't look good, man. You should have left that 400 years shit alone, man.
Yeah. Yeah, probably would have been wise. You think what do you think happens in a rematch, Percy?
Man, I don't know. I don't know what to take away from that. I think I don't know. I don't know what's left. I don't want to say what's left. How does Tyson Fury shake back from those knockdowns? Those were some brutal shots, man. I don't know if he comes into a fight more shell shocked. What he showed me is he's going to get up and fight. That may hurt him. If he comes to the ring thinking, I can rumble with this dude, that could be bad. Tyson seems smarter than that. Seems like he'll come in kind of with the same game plan. Honestly, I think it depends on when they schedule it. I think it all depends on the date. Wilder got to put some side. I'm not a big fan of the 212 thing. He looks overtrained at that weight.
Yeah.
For
my
us
opinion on that fight.
Don't know. What do you mean by overtrained? He did too much road work.
Well, it's like Ben said. If he said he could have fought and he was peaked 2 weeks ago, that's too early. You want to be peaked
way too early.
Right when you get into the venue. You want to even have a little more work to do when you get to the venue, as opposed to being at the house 2 weeks ago saying I'm in fight shape and I'm ready to go. I mean, the heavyweights, they don't have a particular weight to make, but you can peak too early. And if he was ready 2 weeks ago, that's way too early. Somebody should have pulled him back a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you think so? You think he was too
what?
early and Wilder was clearly the tired dude in the 12th round?
No, Wilder
was tired.
Yeah, you could say that. You know what? I do think, though, that he very well could have overtrained. When you look at the way that he came out and the way that he executed, to me, just judging by past performances, I think that he very well could have. And not to make excuses, it is what it is, but somebody probably should have pulled him up a little bit sooner. You know what it is, too? I think there was so much emotion involved with this. You guys were talking about the interview earlier. For him to respond that way that he did, that was a strong response to the whole 400-year thing. But I think it speaks to the level of emotions he carried into this fight. It's the biggest fight of his career. This is the guy who started fighting late. I think he very well could have put a lot more into this too soon, and he needed to bring more of that to the ring, but he left it in the gym. I could really see that.
Who, Wilder?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Wilder fell for the old trick. Wilder was angry, man, and Tyson was having fun. The person that had fun really always perform better. You gotta have fun. But in a rematch, Tyson whoops him easier because you gotta think this is a rusty Tyson. He'll be even better next time. Wilder ain't changing.
Yeah, Stacey, I think you brought up a good
got
point.
There with a boxer, it was too far for him.
Yeah, Stacey, I think you brought up a good point about being relaxed and comfortable, and loose and everything. Just all during fight week, it just seemed like Wilder was like, just really tense. I just felt like he was wasting a lot of energy on stuff that really didn't matter, like that 400 years comment. Like I just that was irrelevant to the fight. At least I felt like it was irrelevant to the fight because nobody brought it up except him. So yeah, I gotta wonder if any of that played into it. Just him wanting to knock him out so bad. Like that drains you, man. That kind of shit, it saps your energy.
Let me say this though. Honestly, y'all got to think about this. I think we've all been spoiled by Floyd a little bit when we look at how he mastered having the cameras on him and all that. When I saw the All Access with Deontay Wilder speaking to the Alabama Crimson Tide, I was like, oh shit, this dude might like something like that. That level of magnitude is not something that every fighter gets to experience. This is a dude who started this sport late. When I saw that, him sitting there talking to Nick Saban, some of this other stuff, it was like he went from fighting, the Gerald Washingtons of the world, yada, yada. Luis Ortiz was a big fight, but this was a global fight. This wasn't like the Luis Ortiz fight. I wonder if it was just a lot of pressure and he didn't respond well. I really do.
Well, and keep in mind, this was his first pay-per-view. This was his first headliner. It was a lot of pressure on him to promote and do things. He probably did more interviews and press stuff than he's done in his past five fights.
Listen, For y'all
Yeah,
finish,
and you can see it weighed on him. You can see it weighed on him.
you can't. None of that was the problem, man. I'm gonna be honest with the problem was. I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. It was them feet, man.
Them feet.
It was them damn feet, man.
Yeah.
Them feet, man.
Better footwork.
Dude, heavyweights, bro. Like people don't understand, man. Like, and it was funny. Did y'all notice that Tyson had a little pop?
Yeah.
But a little pop. But it was his
We were
feet.
just talking
It
about
was his
that
feet.
before
It was
you
his
tuned in.
feints. You got to think. Even when they talk about what's his name, Ortiz fighting him, and they was comparing him. It's a whole different ball game, man. This dude is 6'9" and can move. That
He's
it's no
nimble.
different than a boy fight. It frees you. It takes your output of your punches out. It makes you think twice. He's countering him. He just was over his head, and I don't believe that in no period of time it will be any different in case he knock him out. The facts remain the same. The only way he wins the fight is a knockout, and he was robbed tonight. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't play I'm black and I love being black, but guess what? You lost Deontay Wilder, and you know you lost.
Hey, Stacey.
He told y'all he lost. Why? He told y'all he was in control. I don't feel I was in control. I don't feel he was in control. But when I rushed my shots, so was you rushing your shots or were you in control?
Hey, Stacey, we were talking about like how, I don't know, me and V said we feel a little uncomfortable with giving a guy's belt away if he got knocked down, since Tyson was knocked down twice. What do you think about that concept? I mean, you think he can come to Wilder's hometown, get knocked down twice, and he still deserves to win? Because I gave him.
I think he deserved to win because he won every single round except the rounds he got dropped. I think he deserved to win because the fight was 8-4. And obviously, America believed he deserved to win. That's why the fuck they gave him a fucking draw. Do you think?
Well, you know what?
Do you think if it really was? No. Do you think if it was 6-6? No. Do you think if it was 6-6? If it was 6-6, do you believe that Tyson Fury would have had a draw if the fight was 6-6? No, they'd have gave it to Deontay Wilder.
Listen, this is the one point that I think nullifies everything you're saying. We got to keep in mind, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, it was the British judge that gave him the draw. That's what was that was the real interesting caveat to me. The American judges gave it like they went a different way. It was the British judge who gave him the draw. I think that's interesting.
No. The British judge gave it 113, right, or something like that, right?
Yes, the draw. Yes, that's what.
So how the hell did he get? No. How did he give him the draw if a motherfucker gave what's his name 4 rounds to him, 115-11? That's who the fuck made it a draw. He had Wilder winning. He had Wilder winning.
That is true.
By 4 rounds.
That is true.
Hey, one thing we can all agree on, and like I said, I mean the knockdowns. I had a couple rounds that were questionable. I couldn't call. I don't know how they went one way or the other, but I don't know anyone in their sane mind that gave Wilder a 4-point lead in this fight. I don't know how that happened. I don't.
Now the 113, I get what y'all saying because, you know, if they want. I mean, me personally, I didn't see him win the round, but a couple of the rounds at first was he looked it better what he was doing, but nothing was slotted landing. Okay, they gave that to him. Okay, even if you said we give it 5, man, that man did not win 6 rounds, man.
Guys,
I'm sorry,
guys. Let me.
He couldn't even land, bro. I watched him miss. Man, I watched him miss 7 punches at one time. Man, bro, you get something for that.
You know what? Let me ask this though. I've said this for a while, and this is like the only thing that makes sense to me. I think that the 3 judges are all asked to look for something different. Because if you notice, it's always a fight with one judge that you'd be like, how the fuck did he call that? Like, where did he get that from? It's almost like one judge is asked to look for who's landing the harder punches. One judge is asked to look for who's aggressing the most, who's the stronger aggressor, and one is looking for ring generalship. But if they're all 3 judges,
or one judge get a good check. How about that? One judge get paid. One judge get paid. How about that one?
I don't like that theory though. Because how do you determine who that is? You know what I mean? But there's all in these fights, it's always one judge that goes so far off the rail. You're like, how the fuck did he come up with this?
And
But
I
that's the
ain't gonna
only thing
lie.
that makes sense.
And I ain't gonna lie, me personally, I used to always say this about judges. Maybe they're all looking for something. And my question to each judge would be, what the fuck did y'all see to make him think he won? To any of y'all.
But here's the deal though. It's always only one. Everyone look at the Mayweather Canelo fight. How did that judge score that fight so deeply for Canelo? How did one judge, in the Oscar De La Hoya Mayweather fight, Oscar threw 107 more punches. Floyd outlanded him by 85. How do you do that?
Because you only got to pay for
I can understand the Floyd and De La Hoya one though, because it's deception. De La Hoya did a lot of shit that didn't land, and some people could have countered that. But what I'm saying is, Deontay Wilder did not allow that.
Listen though. Here's my point in that situation. You only had one judge saying that. All of these fights, there's only one judge going off the rail like that. So I really believe that these. What's up?
Have we seen more draws in the last year and some change than ever?
Yeah.
I mean, in big fights though. Come on, man.
Crazy.
So you think that? I mean, that's what I think from the beginning. It go to the what's name, and that drop helped him. But to be honest, I think it was set in stone, man. But I mean, Joshua's not fighting either one of them, so I'm thinking that they was gonna line up a what's the name if it wasn't a knockout. But I truly did believe that. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how I got caught up in that. I'm a Mayweather. I always go for the boxer, but man, I'm not gonna lie, man. He was so intimidating to him that he scared me. I said, "Oh shit, let me bet everything on this."
I was stunned when you called me and said that. I was stunned. I said, "Wow, Stacy, really? You sipping the Kool-Aid too? Wow, that's crazy." But listen, it's hard not to sip the Kool-Aid because Deontay. Even in this fight. Even though Tyson Fury was doing so good, he still got dropped in the final round. You literally have to avoid Deontay Wilder's punches for all 12 rounds. That dude maintains his strength, his knockout power through the entire fight. So that's a credit to Deontay Wilder. You literally have to fight.
Not only that, but you gotta think too. This is a guy that was 212 pounds. Doing this shit to a guy who entered the ring probably 260 plus. That says a lot. That says a lot.
Right. Wow.
I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, he's a heavyweight, man. That's what he signed up for. I mean,
that's true.
He a little heavyweight.
That's true.
I mean, so was Rocky Marciano. So was Mike Tyson.
That's true.
I mean, that's just what you got to deal with. But he has disadvantages being that size too, because he recuperates faster, and he probably outlasts most of them. But me personally,
guys, what do you think that Anthony Joshua's takeaway from this fight was? What do you think he's sitting at home saying?
He laughing. What do you mean? He's laughing.
He can't beat Tyson Fury.
I think
he can't, man. He's them feet, man.
I think that's a hard fight, but I think if you are Anthony Joshua, I don't think that's what you're thinking. If you are Anthony Joshua, I think you're watching that fight and you're thinking, I beat both those guys any day of the week. And he thought that before the fight, so I definitely know he's probably thinking that after the fight. But yeah, I mean the sad thing about it is that it just pushes that fight further back, whether it's Deontay Wilder that fights him or Tyson Fury. Neither one of those guys are going to be fighting him now because they're probably going to be fighting each other. Maybe. We'll see. I do think you bring up a good point, V, about possibly Eddie Hearn jumping in, offering Tyson Fury money. The only reason why I don't think that'll happen is because Tyson Fury is going to want $100 million to make, he's going to want so much money to make that happen, and I don't think Eddie and them are going to be playing with him like that.
You know what? Honestly, think about this. Tyson Fury went over in enemy territory to fight Klitschko. He came here to fight Wilder. I think without a doubt, he takes that fight for minimal money. I mean, not peanuts, but minimal money compared to what he could get, knowing that he can upset the apple cart and basically get the shit done and put himself in the driver's seat. I think that would be the the reason that I asked that question, if I were Team Gypsy King, I would do whatever the hell I could to make that fight. It's a UK fight. It's regional. It's big. It's a lot of money in it. Even if he doesn't on the front side, he's gonna make it interesting enough to get a rematch there. Whether it be a rematch by way of him having it.
I just think there's too much ego is the problem. I think that Tyson Fury is going to want to go into negotiations thinking he's the motherfucking man. I mean, he's kind of got ego.
When has he ever done that? When has he ever done that?
Now,
like I don't think keep all the ego into this fight. He took the smaller purse.
Not with Deontay Wilder, but if you listen to everything that Tyson Fury was saying during the promotion of this fight, he don't even want to talk about Anthony Joshua. He's a chicken. He's a coward. Bok, bok, bok. I don't
listen. Let me tell you something. You know why I think he did that shit? Tonight, he achieved the result he needed to. He's called Joshua a chicken, a coward, everything but the kitchen sink, the whole promotion. Well, now he didn't lose.
Yeah,
so he can go into that fight with I won't say even, but he can go into that fight looking to receive a decent amount, and he'll get it.
No, he won't.
I think a regional fight.
No, he won't. He's not going to get what he thinks is a decent amount.
Let me ask you this. They were talking about. I don't remember the interview. You guys correct me if I'm wrong, but Eddie Hearn was saying with X amount of buys, Deontay Wilder could probably get himself a 70-30, whatever. With Gypsy King actually having a draw, he didn't come out on the losing end. I think he would take a 70-30 in the first fight as long as he has the option of renegotiating in the second one.
I can see the offer being 70-30. I can't see Tyson Fury taking it. Can't see him. Don't see him taking 70-30. I think if we're lucky, he might take 60-40. But I don't think Tyson Fury will fight Anthony Joshua in England unless the offer is 50-50. I just don't think he'll do it. I don't think he'll do it. And you gotta also remember Tyson Fury's not a big Eddie Hearn fan either, at all. So that fight becomes
very difficult. You know my response to that though. Tyson Fury knows his ass is fighting on borrowed time. A year ago, this dude was 400 pounds and didn't know that he'd ever be fighting again. He's back in the game now. I think he's gonna get that bread while he can.
He needs to think business, cash, get that money. Get that money while you can.
I guess after this drug test we'll see, but I believe his story is authentic, and I believe I'm happy for him. But on Wilder, this is what I want to talk about is Wilder. You know, people talking about, he came back. See, people don't understand he still oppose that same threat to every other heavyweight because they don't have them damn feet, and they don't have them arms, and they don't have that height.
I think the Ortiz fight, I think the Ortiz rematch will be a little bit different, though. I don't think Ortiz will fight him the same way. I think Ortiz probably will use his feet a little bit more.
I don't think that's a fight he won't, but you got to think Ortiz probably 60 now, man. By the time he fight him, he's
60. Every time he fight, he get another 5 years on him. Yo, real quick.
Tell me how old he is.
Right? Yo, real quick, because I wanna keep this short because I got videos to upload. We got post-fight stuff going on right now. So I want to jump off. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we get out of here? Just on the fight, future plans, whatever. Just go down the line. Percy?
No, I'm good, man. Good fight. I'm sure we'll get a rematch. Not a crazy shocking result, but somewhat shocking.
Rock?
I think it was a great fight. I'm not really mad at the decision because of it.
I know you're not.
Ben called it.
You're like,
there would be 2 knockdowns. He said it would be a draw. I got to give Ben his love. That's why he does what he does. That's why he's so good at what he does.
Not just a draw, a controversial draw at that.
Okay, Ben.
Stacy,
guys.
Stacy, what'd you think?
Congratulations to y'all dudes for putting up a good fight. Unlike Rockman, I am mad as fuck because I lost. So thank y'all for the fight and fuck whoever that judge is. It was a good fight. I did not Wilder to win the second fight.
Wow. V, final thoughts?
I picked.
Oh,
Sorry,
wait.
I picked Fury.
I'm sorry, he wasn't done.
Picked Fury. I meant to win the second fight.
Oh,
My
okay.
apologies.
Okay. Got you. V?
Yeah, no, I think it was a good fight, man. It is what it is. It was a pretty decent fight. I had 3 rounds that I couldn't score one way or the other. You add the knockdowns to those, I think it puts us right where we are. I don't think it's highly controversial. I've seen worse fights that I call a robbery. This one could have gone the Fury way it didn't, similar to the Warwick Kovalev. We've seen this before. So, I mean, we'll see what happens next time around. I think both guys could come in feeling like they got somewhat of an edge. Wilder knows that he can knock this guy down. He sits down on his punches, slow down. He feels like he can be confident, get a victory. Fury, on the flip side, got up twice, did a hell of a job. I think both guys coming to the second fight with a little bit of an S on their chest, so to speak. So let's hope we see it. That's really all I can say, man.
That's what's up. And I don't really have much to say because if you watched one of our previous shows, I told y'all it was going to be a controversial draw then. I told Rockman earlier today, same thing. Fight went exactly as I expected. Styles make fights. Tyson Fury, to me, looks like he's back. And looking forward to the rematch. Looking forward to more heavyweight fights. And we'll probably do a more extensive deep dive into this. I don't know, maybe tomorrow or Monday or something like that. When we have more time. It's just I want to see what everybody at the fight thought. I got videos. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see who all I got. I got a few people. Let me see. Sean is sending Tyson Fury post-fight stuff right now. We got Andre Berto. We got Terrence Crawford's reaction. I didn't even know he was there. Jared Hurd, Abel Sanchez, Errol Spence, Freddie Roach, Ricky Hatton, Jake Paul. If you guys are into those YouTube stars. We got a lot of shit. So I got a lot of work to jump on. So I will. Derek James was there. Okay. Oh yeah, of course he was there. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff coming. So I'm going to go chop that stuff up, drop it like it's hot, and check the YouTube page. I don't know, maybe tomorrow we'll have a lot of stuff up, and we might go live again. So, fellas, good night of fights, and we'll do it again next time. I'll let you know. I'll shoot you a text or give you a call or whatever, and we'll figure out when we're going to jump back on.
All right, I'm going to be on it.
All right, peace out.
Be easy, fellas.